Houston's manager, Houston's, is being sued. Why? Because they brought the police in, according to the allegation, to kick out a black couple because somebody said they smelled like marijuana, even though the couple maintains, nope, we don't do that. Let's put up the picture full mass. Hell of a thing. Dechandria Bass and Dwan Brown have filed a lawsuit after being escorted out of a Houston's restaurant by police in Memphis, Tennessee. According to the complaint filed on May 11th, last summer, the couple was accused of smelling like marijuana. Accused by the manager while being told to leave the establishment. So let me get into the background. According to the lawsuit, Ms. Bass and Mr. Brown were visiting the Houstons located at 5000 Poplar Avenue in Memphis on or around August 7th, 2022 from Mississippi. After they'd been seated at the table with Brown's mother and cousin, the manager came by their table and asked them to leave while claiming they smelled like weed. The couple claimed they knew they did not smell like marijuana and remained seated. The complaint noted that the manager, identified as Kayla Hollins, Ms. Hollins later returned to the table with a police officer. So she's bringing a gun to the situation and said, and I quote, "I asked you to leave and come back tomorrow because you smell like weed." The police officer then escorted the couple out of the restaurant. The restaurant's general manager, his name is Ralph Price, is also named in the lawsuit. Once outside, another officer reportedly admitted to the couple that Ms. Hollins has a history of racism with the restaurant's black clientele and regularly acted this way towards black patrons, according to the report. Ms. Bass and Brown's attorney, Carlos Moore, says the accusation his client smelled like marijuana is simply not true, while adding there is no evidence that the couple smelled like marijuana at all. He claimed they were racially profiled and humiliated as a result. Moore said his clients are asking for $500,000 each in damages for humiliation and embarrassment. It's called punitive. And then also money for emotional distress and anguish they suffered during the actions of the Houston's manager. Let's put up the attorney. Attorney Carlos Moore said to WHBQ TV, and I quote, "Houston has a problem," talking about the establishment. She brought a police officer with her and had them escorted out of the restaurant, embarrassed them in front of his mom and his cousin, entire restaurant, adding now that the lawsuit is filed, Houston's can no longer ignore me, okay? The lawsuit also accused Houston's of malicious, callous, but bad faith, willful, wanton, and reckless misconduct by refusing to serve the couple and having them removed from the restaurant. Another family says they were also asked to leave the same Houston's around the same month as the couple. Marcus Mosby, who's 28, a veteran police officer, says he and his high school principal wife were asked to leave by the manager after they were accused of what? Smelling like marijuana too. Houston's parent company is Hillstone Restaurant Group. They released a statement claiming they do not discriminate. Quote, "While we do not comment on pending litigation, our company does not discriminate. We are proud that guests of all races choose to dine regularly at Houston's, Memphis, and appreciate our hospitality." Let's go ahead and dissect the ways here. So number one, Houston's, they've had these issues before, okay? Restaurant, even here in Atlanta, similar situation, had race as the center of it, as the focus, all right? So let's talk about the disguised discrimination, right? Well, it looks as if based on the pattern that is being established currently, this is a go-to for this particular manager. So the manager goes to another couple, according to the report. This is a cop and a principal. The reason why that is important in this case is because police officers are drug tested and principals are drug tested, all right? That's the reason it is important in this context. So if you are accused of smoking marijuana, but you actually have a professional executive level position and you have to maintain a marijuana-free life in order to keep that position, well, that becomes germane to the story. Also, same manager, same story, Black people both saying that never happened. I never smoked marijuana. All right. As a matter of fact, the young lady said she doesn't smoke at all, period. So there's no way this was real, right? That is the disguise. What's really at the bottom of it? Intentional discrimination is likely, right? The officer then takes the young lady outside and tells her and Mr. Brown, hey, you know, this person actually does this, and she's done it before. Wow. All right, Mr. Mayor, what are your thoughts on this level of proposed discrimination?
Man, Dr. Richey, I know you are well aware of the story of Ida B. Wells and how she got wildly popular about taking care of Black people and looking out for Black people. It happened right in Memphis. Her friend owned the People's Grocery right across the street from Will Barrett, who's a white grocer who basically was running a liquor house, an illegal liquor house right across the street in his liquor store, and got mad that this Black guy was successful running groceries, and he acted in this manner. This is another form. While Mr. Hobbs, the Black grocer in Memphis then, was lynched and killed. This is a form of lynching. I mean, of course, and I'm not trying to be coy, but kicking people out. This is a trauma that we must relive every time this happens. Who is this manager to say that you smell like marijuana? You know what else smells like marijuana? CBD. You know what? It's legal. So right. This idea that you can use your nose and kick people out because they don't like the way they smell is beyond me. And the idea that the police officer would wait till you took these Black people outside instead of checking that white woman inside and said, hey, you have a history of behaving this way. We will not participate in this racism. That to me is cowardice in a minute. I appreciate them sharing that information because it can be used in their case, but I wish you would have checked that white person. And this is why so many Black people find ourselves in peculiar situations where we are left standing and screaming, looking like we're angry, when in actuality, the police know exactly what's going on, yet and still you still remove this couple for nothing and you knew it was nothing.
Very well said, very well said. We are going to follow this story as the litigation continues. I do expect at some point Houston's to make a statement about this particular manager, especially if more come out.